Welcome back. You're watching Berita Satu English, and I'm right now at Fashion Link, one of the initiative by Femina Group at the Jakarta Fashion Week 2015. Diaz, can you tell us a little bit in a nutshell what is Fashion Link?
Okay, Fashion Link is basically a venue in Jakarta that is held in conjunction with Jakarta Fashion Week, where designers can meet up with the buyers and also suppliers and also other industry stakeholders, and most importantly the potential consumers. So we are linking the stakeholders within the fashion industry. Thus the name is Fashion Link. Yes.
And you have experienced firsthand the benefit of Fashion Link, that you've been connected with the buyers, with your suppliers and other network of fashion designers as well.
Yes. This is my second time. Second time in Fashion Link. Again, like I said, the traffic is increasingly growing, and I'm really happy that Femina and Indonesian Fashion Forward gave us such a platform to be able to meet us, all the buyers from international, local, and even on B2C level as well. We're meeting a lot of new people, presses coming into our booth, getting to know us. So it's not just buyers from overseas, but local buyers as well, local client, and the press as well, to showcase them our collection, our mood, and we're really excited about the whole concept of setting up the booth. Everyone have a very fancy and different kind of booth that reflects the DNA, and it's a really exciting event that all of you guys should come, not miss next year.
Now, besides just linking the programs that links between the fashion designers and the stakeholders of the fashion industry, what else? What are the other programs at Fashion Link?
Well, actually, in Fashion Link, we have several labels, international and local. However, the local label that has taken a huge part of the Fashion Link are those that in the Indonesia Fashion Forward program. So Indonesia Fashion Forward is a capacity building program where we select several local fashion labels, Indonesian fashion labels, to penetrate the international market. So in the very saturated marketplace, creativity can't differentiate you from other brands. As easily as maybe 10 to 15 years ago. A brand needs to have a vision, needs to have a strategy, and how they can basically gain a spot in the marketplace. So Indonesia Fashion Forward is an initiative created by Jakarta Fashion Week with the strong support of what was then the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, where we basically hired a consultancy agency that is based in London, Center for Fashion Enterprise, because we believe Center for Fashion Enterprise have a very good track record in developing London, developing young international designers based in London to penetrate international market, like Erdem Murillo, Fyodor Golan, Marika Tranzu, Mario Schwab. Those are only the short list of the designers that are incubated by the CFE. So the fashion world does change, it is basically you need to have a strategy, you need to have a business vision. That's why I think also what makes Patrick is a bit unique than other designers that have started their careers maybe a decade ago, because Patrick, I believe, is a reflection to what is happening in fashion today. Patrick actually came from a business background where
so
he has... Sorry?
So that helps the whole process.
Oh, that helps a lot. So because Patrick came actually from a business background. So when he first presented his collection to me about 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, there was.
And Patrick has grown tremendously, because Patrick right away connected with the things that I'm saying. Okay, you have a good business model, you have a good business plan. Now you have to create a stronger team to basically develop the aesthetics that you already have in mind, that he already has planned, but maybe not yet developed.
So you share that vision moving forward.
Yes.
Right. How long have you been? When did you start?
I started on the 1st of October 2012. That was when I first came back to Jakarta. Again, well, I presented my collection desperately to Diaz to ask for, the advice, the help. Hopefully I could hook up with a Femina and do something exciting about it. And I'm really thankful that Diaz believed in me and trust in Patrick Owen as label, as a fashion label. And then from there, he put me into the Indonesian Fashion Forward program, and it sort of kicked off from there.
Well, the audition process is a bit long, actually. So basically,
for the Jakarta Fashion Week.
Well, for the Indonesia Fashion Forward program as well, because like a lot of designers, they grow organically yet strategically with us as well. So when Patrick presented his totally new collection that he has created with a stronger team, I immediately put him on a platform of one of our partners, which is Mazda Young Vibrant Designers Show. Mazda Young Vibrant Designer Show is basically one of the highly anticipated show in Jakarta Fashion Week. So that was happening last year. Yeah. And then I also invite Patrick to participate in last year's Fashion Week, which is actually his audition to enter the Indonesia Fashion Forward program.
Sort of phase 1 or phase 2 audition.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, like a lot of the names here that are in the Indonesia Fashion Forward, they actually grew up with us. Tex Saverio actually entered our Young Designers competition in 2005. Toton was also Mazda Young Vibrant Designers, and then many of them came from the platform of Clio Fashion Award, like Rosalind Chita, and from the platform of Young Designers competitions, there's Jeffrey Tan, there's Billy Chong, there's Friedrich Hermann, Tex Saverio, as I mentioned before. So the designers, they not only grew organically, but also strategically with Jakarta Fashion Week and also with Femina Group. However, when we first select the designers that are to be considered in the Indonesia Fashion Forward program, we consult with the Jakarta Fashion Week Fashion Council. Right. Jakarta Fashion Week Fashion Council consists of editor-in-chiefs of fashion publications and also the head of a fashion division of lifestyle publications. Why their opinion matters? Because they are the ones who are going forefront to all the fashion weeks all across the globe, to all fashion events all across the globe. So they are the ones who really understood what does the market needs in terms of the global market. What does the European market need? What does the Australian market need? What does the Asian market needs? So on and so forth. So after the Fashion Council gave us a few names, a few nominations, then we interviewed them. The first important question is that, do you want to go global? Yeah. Because there's a lot of things and activities and consideration and strategic planning that you need to do so. And then the second part is that, do you have access to funding? Because the recommendation that we made from Indonesia Fashion Forward would definitely have financial consequences.
Because that's where you come in. That's where you jump
Yes,
in.
because like when there's consultation for Patrick, when there's recommendation for Patrick, it is then Patrick who then needs to provide the finances to make that happen.
To seize that opportunity.
Yes,
and to seize that opportunity as well. Exactly. And then the third question, and I guess the most important one, when they are in the Indonesia Fashion Forward program, we ask the bright young minds and ask them, would you be proud, would you be upfront when we promote you all across the globe as an Indonesian fashion label?
Your identity, yes.
Yes, the identity of a nation, because that is also our unique selling point as well. Based on our experience going to a lot of the fashion events, actually our tradition, our cultural heritage, what becomes our unique selling point. Like for instance, when Yosafat created a fall winter collection, plenty of people thought that it was actually tweed, but when in reality it was actually tenun weaving from Pekalongan, where he's from, where it can only be produced 50 centimeters per day. That creates such huge story. And when Toton created a collection that seemingly look like a pixelated print. It is actually a weaving technique from South Sulawesi. And then this also happens to Patrick. Patrick, can you explain what these prints are and what are the unique selling point when you go to Fashion Code with your fall-winter collection? I think Patrick has a great story in that as well.
We will get to your story, and these are these are the big stories that makes what fashion industry is just amazing. You mentioned about Rosalind Chita,
yes,
a jewelry designer.
Yes,
she's also here at the Jakarta Fashion Week now. Rebecca Lake and Natalie Falk had the opportunity to speak to the Indonesian jewelry designer right here at Jakarta Fashion Week. Stay with us.
So I'm not really a designer. I would rather consider myself as an artist, as we have a different approach as a designer.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're looking at up-and-coming designers.
Because my jewelries are quite particular, there's not that wide range of people who can value it as it is. Because some people here might prefer more of mainstream products, more blings, and they would prefer glamour. Whereas all my pieces are going for more understated look. So maybe that's the biggest hurdle.
It's almost like you're creating a new trend.
I'm trying to, yes. There's always someone who needs to start everything.
And maybe you could tell us a little bit about your collection that you have right now.
Yes, in our booth right now is displayed 4 collections from which is our very first one, our second one, which includes the Kashi pearls as well. Those are very feminine. Those caters more to the feminine women. We have also the classic collection, which is more simple, just focusing on the textures and everything, all the handmade qualities. The classic collections, which is the simple pieces. They feature a lot of our hand texturing methods, and there are also some pieces like this, which are the ankle cuffs. Also, if you see here, it's actually ear cuffs. So, for example, this is how you wear it, like that. And we have also the latest, which is the in which we use a lot of golds. Yeah, so we use more high-end materials as opposed to the previous collections, where we explore a lot of copper in it. This will be our latest collection, which I use a lot of white golds because we have a lot of earrings in these collections. We don't want to take the risk of the allergies. You know, for some people they have allergy to metals like copper and also silver. They can't take it in their earrings. So we, as usual, we always use our signature hand texture, and also everything is handmade. For example, this big piece here, our biggest in this collection, is worn like this. So you can only see like half of it in front. You can't really see at the back. Yeah.
How would you describe your style?
More like intellectual, understated. Well, actually, I found a very good philosophy, an ancient Japanese philosophy, which fits my whole taste well, which is the wabi-sabi. The wabi-sabi is basically valuing the perfection of imperfection.